We are live. What's going on, good people?
Hey, everybody.
As you can see, we are one person short today, but look, we are standing in the gap. Today, it's your Keep It Realtor, J. Joseph, X-Ray. We got Margaret. Talk to him.
Margaret, a.k.a. Mystique, the master negotiator. They don't see me coming, y'all. They don't see me coming.
Man, thank you all for tuning in. Those, well, actually, we don't have anyone right now, but that's okay. We're going to have some people roll in. We get started at 2:30. But we just wanted to take some time today to just, in this section of the broadcast, to share what we will be giving away at the end of the show. Let me turn my music down. That's a little distraction. But Margaret, tell them what you'll be sponsoring as a gift today for those that tune in.
So we're still raffling, and if you like, comment, and share it,
yes,
you will be entered into the raffle to win this luxurious Mary Kay satin hand set.
Awesome.
We've all been washing our hands like crazy, so this is going to rejuvenate those hands. You have a 3-step process to get those hands moisturized and feeling silky smooth in no time. So like, comment, and share to win this luxurious satin hand set for Mary Kay.
I have to say, I've actually had a chance to test the product. So let me tell you, it does work. It definitely makes your hands soft, so this is a gift that I really feel like you would enjoy for sure. So if you want to get into this giveaway, make sure that you like, that you share, now I know some people get confused about doing a watch party. Don't do a watch party, just simply share. You can also tag your friends, let them know what we have going on here at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm for the mastermind through tough times. All right, you guys, take this time now to go ahead and start liking, go ahead and start sharing as we get started in about 2 minutes. I'm about to get this thing going.
Yeah, like, comment, and share.
We have a good topic today too, guys. We're going to be talking about should a realtor negotiate their commissions? So that's going to be a good one, guys. If you know any realtors out there, go ahead and tag them right now and get them into the conversation. This is an opportunity for you guys to dialogue with us, leave your comments, share some of your thoughts, some of the knowledge. This is an open discussion. That's what it's called. The discussion mastermind through tough times.
And I'm going to comment, like, and share right now.
Uh-oh. Like, comment, and share. We're doing a giveaway. Show starts in about another minute. We're going to get this conversation going. I hope y'all can hear my music now. It doesn't look like I'm just dancing to myself right now.
Yeah. I'm over here bopping too, so
like,
we
what's
both
going on?
looking crazy.
We're getting ready for the mastermind through tough times. All right. We're about to get this thing going here shortly. I just feel like I don't want to miss out on sharing. Am I calling someone? Uh-oh. Who's calling into the show?
Okay, y'all. So I'm a little challenged. So Jessica, how do you tag somebody?
Just go into the comments, do the @.
Okay.
He's schooling folks today.
Okay, and then just put their name.
Yep, and put their name. So that's how you do it. For those that didn't know, if you're looking and need to know how can you tag your friends, go into that comment section, press the @ and tag that person by their name. Let me get this chat box open because some of you all may be in here. It looks like my screen light is down. So I'm playing 2 roles today. Usually yes. I'm behind the scenes, making sure everything is right. Today,
she got it, y'all.
I got it. I see you in the comment section, Margaret. There you go.
Okay, yeah, so I messed that up.
It's okay.
Well, that ain't tagging nobody.
All right, guys. So let's get this this discussion going. It's 2:30 every Tuesday. We come into the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Coaching and Training Center, and we'll have a topic that we discuss, and this week we're going to be talking about commissions, realtor commissions.
And should we negotiate those commissions? So y'all know this is Mastermind Through Tough Times. So when you have tough times, you need to get that commission part right.
Absolutely.
So so our realtors, we here with y'all. Jessica, see y'all.
I see.
And you got the master
X-ray
negotiator here, Mystique here to help you. So the commissions are important. So should agents negotiate those commissions? So Jessica, we'll put that question to you first.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. So when I think about it, I really honestly feel like it's case by case. You know, there are times, honestly, I think you and I were just having a brief discussion before we got started about, I had mentioned that I'd never been trained on as far as negotiating commissions or anything like that. Actually, I've learned, you know, well, definitely we don't want to negotiate down because of the service and all the work that we do as realtors to help move these properties and help buyers and everything. However, I also had not considered the fact that if there is an agent listing a property for a lower commission, what would you do then?
Yes. See, now that drives you to make some decisions. If you're used to 3%, let's say that, and the listing agent has on that listing 2%, that leads you to ask more questions. So usually I would call them up and say, so was that a mistake?
Right. Are you serious?
Yeah, did you mean to put 2? And then why 2? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Is the seller in some kind of situation? Why is this 2%?
So your first step in that case is to ask questions and get more information to kind of really see what's the story behind it.
Definitely. It leads me to ask questions. 2%. Why? You know, everybody else is offering 3%. Why 2%?
Right. Got you. So what did you do next from there? I mean, you make the call to them.
Hello. So this 2%, after I see if it was a mistake or not, because it happens.
Yeah.
We're rushing in, we're inputting data into our MLS systems.
It could be a mistake. You're right.
2 is right next to 3.
Yeah.
So after we get that squared away, I'll ask, okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about the seller situation? Is this necessary? Like, why 3%? Do they know the going rate why 2%? Do they know the going rate is 3?
Right.
Are they in some kind of financial situation? Is it possible? Is 3% even possible?
Got you.
Because they may be in a bind, and you know, it is what it is.
Do you feel like when listing agents, they list a property at a lower commission, do you feel that affects the exposure of the property, or
yes,
in that case?
It does. Now, they're not positioning the house in the best light as far as us realtors bringing our clients to their property. If it's 2%, I'm already getting a negative connotation. I'm already like, well, the seller cheap. Is it gonna be a booger bout to negotiate with?
Right.
Do I even want to put my client through that back and forth going with? Do I even want to do that? You know what? There's some more houses out there. I just might skip this particular one
and come back to it.
Because I still have a fiduciary to my client.
Right.
If this house fits their needs and that's the one they want, that's the one we're gonna go with. And I'll just have to put in some more work with that commission part. But just right off the bat, we skipping that house. It's like, no, we got 5 other houses to look at today. If these don't work out, then maybe we'll come back to this one. So listing agent is not putting their sellers in the best position with that 2% commission.
I agree. I mean, you know, you're kind of what you say, you get what you pay for. And in a sense, you know,
exactly.
As realtors, we are doing a lot of work, you know, on the back end, from doing the comps, you know, making sure the paperwork is all together, researching each individual home. So there's a lot of work that goes into it when it comes to your commission and what actually it is that you're working
our buyers' heads right.
Absolutely. A lot of times we do play the therapist when it comes to working with clients, and we don't mind it. I mean, a lot of us we are come from a background like that. Myself, or just naturally have a passion for it. So did you say?
Yeah. It's a lot of work going into that. And when you see a 2% commission, it's deflating.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you have to get your head right. So yeah, I would pass that up. So listen, agent, if you're offering 2%,
just think about it. Think about how you're positioning your client, but not even that. So in that case, would we push the envelope to get that commission up? You know?
Yes, it won't hurt. Like closed mouths do not get fed.
That's very true. Very true.
So it comes down to the end of the day, this is the property that our client wants, and they offering this 2% commission. We have to come with some value added to let that other agent know, so they can pass that along to their sellers. Hey, this particular agent right here, they deserve that whole 3%. They're doing this, and this. This is what they've already been doing, this, and this. And they're advocating your property to their client.
That's good.
Let's try to get them, see what we can do to get them their 3%.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's really good. Now we were talking about, is that similar to you were talking about a transaction that you were dealing with before? I know we can't go into too much detail on it right now, but that's something that you had experienced or experiencing.
Yes, is what I'm experiencing. So I want to be paid what I'm worth. We want to be paid what we're worth. And we don't want to shortchange ourselves, especially when we're coming into an economy that they're predicting some tough times. So you do not want to leave any money on the table. So in my particular case, there is a commission standard. What's being offered is below that standard. So I can either sit back, go in the corner, just take it, or just say, hey, this is not the standard. This is what I want. Now, then there's some negotiation tactics that's going to come into play with that. So I'm going to ask for a large commission amount. Maybe shock their socks for a little bit. Shock them. You're offering this. I want this. Like maybe it's like 3 times more than the standard. So they'll look at me and say, hey, this is crazy. So at least that'll get them talking.
Like she really putting the hammer down. Huh?
Yes. That'll get them talking. They're even going to say, Margaret, girl, are you crazy? They may even ignore me.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back and say, hey, did you still want to sell your property? I have a client willing, able, and ready. We just need to hammer out this commission.
There we go.
And then I say with a smile, we got you. Come on, we can talk this out. So that three times over the standard, that too much for you? Well, let's talk this out. Let's work it out. And I feel that I'm worth that.
Absolutely.
And leading up to this time, that's a lot of work that I've been putting in.
Absolutely.
To have something that's offered to me below standard, that's a no-no.
Got you.
That's a no.
Question.
Yes.
Now, is there ever a time where us as realtors would feel the need to negotiate our commissions lower ourselves? Let me not say that, not negotiating lower, but accepting a lower commission. When, if at any point in time, is that okay?
Everything is always case by case.
See, that's where I came in.
I'm sure there is a time, like say for instance, if I have a buyer who comes back multiple times, say for instance it's an investor, I might say, Mr. Investor, they're only offering this to me. Can you kick in the rest of that, please? We work together. Are you willing to do that? Or if not, I say, okay, well, your next deal, I know I'm getting some more from you. So if I get 2% on this deal, I know you got me. I know we're going to do some more deals together. Maybe I won't put up a fight.
Got you.
But I know down the line, it's some more coming my way, and we can't do this a lot. So I'll either go to my client and ask if they would make up the difference.
The difference of it all?
Yeah.
I wonder how that would go. But I guess if you're doing multiple.
If I'm doing multiple with them.
Yeah. Interesting. So I was thinking, and I guess in my earlier years, when you're thinking about how competitive real estate can be.
Yes.
And so I've had the thought, and I'm just only being honest, and I'm sure some of you all, if you're being honest, you maybe had the thought of being able to discount your services, so your commission. Is that okay? Would some of you all do it? Leave a comment. Have you thought about it? What's your thoughts on it? I think.
Okay, so when you're in tough times, desperation can lead you to do some strange things for some change. But resist that urge. Because, I know you guys have integrity out there, and you're going to be working hard for your clients. And your client deserves a good agent working hard and advocating on their behalf. And you deserve your compensation. So when people start discounting, I kind of think of it like maybe like a Walmart. You're going to get what you pay for, or a dollar store or something. So it was like, okay, Mr. Client, Mr. Buyer, Seller, whoever, you get what you pay for. Yeah. Do you want dollar store service? Or do you want Brooks and Davis real estate firm service? Yeah. So that's a tough booger.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
that discount. You get what you pay for, y'all. You get what you pay for.
There you go. You heard it from the Hammer, Miss Mystique, Margaret Harrison. You guys, let's take a quick break. For those that are tuning in, definitely make sure that you like, that you share, you leave comments in here. Those that like and share this post, share with their friends, they will be entered into a drawing to win this lovely, beautiful set that Margaret has sponsored for the show at the end of the show.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure that you do that, guys. If you have any questions or you have any thoughts, leave a comment there below. So that is a satin hands.
Yes, satin hands. Your hands will be left silky smooth after all this hand washing and scared to touch stuff. Right? And the hand sanitizer has alcohol in it, so it's drying to your hands as well. True. So like, comment, and share.
And get you some
satin hands. The luxurious satin hand set.
No, I truly enjoy it. But thank you guys, definitely, for those that have tuned in. Definitely leave us a comment, show us some love. Back to this whole commission.
Yes.
Commission thing.
It's all about the money.
It is all, it's about the money. It's about the service, and it's about what's fair. For all parties. I know the sellers, you're wanting to get your home sold for the most amount of money, least amount of time, and you have an opportunity to expose it on the market, and by these other agents, like you say, co-agents working together, all these agents working together to help sell that property. And in order to do that, when you have a mutual or a fair agreement, and you're offering, I would say, what we have to say standard, because can we say standard? Or more so like.
Yeah, we can say standard. But to give y'all more tangibles, if it's 3% and somebody's offering 1.5 or 2, that's crushing.
It is.
That hit you low.
It does. It doesn't motivate you at all. But I tell you one thing: when you get these a higher commission or even these bonuses that a lot of these listing agents that some of them will put out there, it definitely does offer a greater incentive and pushes those who are working with a lot of buyers. I wanted to take a second because actually on my social media earlier today, I was speaking to those who were looking to purchase and looking to buy. Okay. So I just want to take a little segue off for those who are not sellers and those who are buyers. I think that there's a misconception or for some that aren't as educated on, what does a realtor cost, or is that an expense for a buyer? So those who may be listening in, the commission is actually a cost for
the seller.
There you go, for the seller.
Yes. Now, as you were saying that, if the situation is getting sticky around the commission, and you've been this phenomenal agent for your buyer clients, maybe your buyers will say, you know what, Margaret, I see the situation here with this commission. I'm going to tip you, girl. When this stuff closes, you don't worry about that cheap seller. I got you.
Now, that's an awesome, phenomenal client right there.
Yeah, maybe your client can say, hey, You've been showing me all these houses. You've offered me such wonderful advice. You've been negotiating on my behalf. If I can, I am willing to make up the difference.
That's great. And that's a testament of the type of client that you have, but not only that, the type of service that you're providing, to be that type of agent to where it's almost nothing for your client as a buyer to be like, man, I see that you're not being treated fairly, or I see that you're putting in the work on my end. I don't know why that they would offer you less and then go ahead and compensate you above for that. I think that's great.
Right.
Absolutely. So sellers, let's, be fair. Buyers, know that, you are in good hands when you work with a realtor. Don't think that you have to worry about that commission. That is something that up front, or even on the back end, it's just like Margaret was saying, there's certain situations and circumstances where you may want to yourself offer an extra commission, but in most cases, definitely that's something on the seller's end.
Strictly the sellers.
All right. Any comments?
No,
we don't have any today. But guys, make sure that you like this feed. I'm sure a lot of people will come back around. Like, comment, and share so that you can be entered into this drawing today.
Yes, we holding it down for Professor X.
Oh yeah,
in his absence.
In his absence, definitely. Yes. We'll have to get maybe a recap, of what it is that he thought about this topic and what he feels as a broker when it comes to real estate commissions. I would see that playing differently.
He probably has a different perspective than we do.
Yeah, possibly. I know as a broker, heck, I wouldn't want to encourage my agents to take less when it is that I'm coaching and training them to do, could go above and beyond for their clients. And, there's a lot of work that goes into it day in day. Actually, we had one of our affiliate agents come into the office. Was one of the questions, is it a lot of work as a realtor? When me and Margaret kind of looked at each other like, yeah,
it's some brain strain.
Absolutely.
After the looking at houses and driving around, see that part, I like that part.
Yeah.
Going and looking at the houses.
That's
not the hard part. The hard part is keeping your clients' heads right, making sure they're focused on what they told you that they really want. Because there's a reason why they're moving.
Absolutely.
So us getting down to that, that's the hard part, and then doing the negotiating.
All of that.
Yes, all of that. So it is work.
Definitely. There's something we didn't touch on. I think we have about 10 minutes here before we wrap it up. But we talked about the buyers and we talked a little bit about the listing, the agents. But how do the sellers feel about just paying, let's say, a 6% commission, or even offering a commission to say bring a buyer? Have you run into that issue of working with sellers to where they just don't want to offer?
I have, and usually it all boils down to education. So if I tell my sellers to put themselves in the position of the buyers, and then tell them the process of these are usually the seller costs, these are the buyer costs. Now, the standard is you pay for the commission fees for both agents. And then I educate them on how the buyer's agents advocate for their clients and how they want to put the best house in front of their clients. So number one, let's make sure your house is the best. Number two, we have to look at the agents who's going to be presenting that particular house. So you have your agent, Mr. Seller, you have your agent working on your behalf. And then there's another agent in the mix. We want to make your house appealing to that agent as well. So you have to entice the agent and entice that buyer. Now you catch more flies with, with bees with honey. Y'all know the saying.
Leave a comment if you know.
So put some sugar on that house. Put some honey on that thing.
Sweeten the deal.
Yes. Offer a standard commission, because when you don't, it's like pouring vinegar on it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you're not putting your house in the best light.
Absolutely. So for you, when it comes to sellers, and when they give you a little kickback, or if they seem not to be too excited or thrilled about offering that 6% commission, however, it's really about educating them.
Yes, it's about educating them, and then trying to get into their shoes and say, okay, Mr. Seller, I understand. I wouldn't want to pay one lick to get this house sold either.
Hey.
But we are in trying times.
Yeah.
And my goal is to get your house sold for you as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
For the amount that you would like. So we're going to have some give and take.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just the nature of the game, the business, I think. You know, within real estate, it really is about negotiations. I know we've been going hard on the negotiations with reading in this book. What is that? Never Split the Difference. So we've had quite a few trainings on that. I would say we usually do those on Thursday. Well, actually on Tuesdays, actually. But we're getting ready to wrap that series up. So actually we'll be doing that tomorrow. For the Create Your New Life session, we'll be talking more about negotiations. So for agents, if you're looking for ways to either negotiate your commission up when you feel that you've been shorted, check out that training, because there's definitely some tips of that book there, Never Split the Difference. That's a great resource for you guys to use to support you as you begin to negotiate, when you're feeling like those commissions aren't lining up with with the effort that you're making and putting out there.
Yes. And I know I usually come with tips with us agents on how we could, make it through these tough times.
You got something for us?
I could pull something out, but I wanted to harp a little bit more on the commissions as well. You do not want to get something less than what you're owed. You do not want to. Okay, let me tell you about this. When I first started, I don't know, it could be hard to believe, but I was so mousy and so shy. If they would tell me, I'm sorry, we're offering this 1%, I would say, thank you. My clients love this house, and let's get it. And at the end of the day, every time that happened, a little piece of me would die. It would die. So I had to go rejuvenate her.
Absolutely.
Like how these satin hands rejuvenate.
There you go.
I had to rejuvenate my psyche. And I started around 2008. So it was some tough times back then.
Yes.
That 1%, that 1.5, that was not making it. And it drove me to a job, y'all.
Look, and it'll do.
I had to go get a job. So I want you guys to know to really stand fast on that commission part. If it's 2% and you feel you deserve the 3%, if that's the standard, say something, speak up.
Yeah.
And ask questions, ask why. And maybe the other agent, you guys can sit down and think outside the box together and get something. Is it maybe increasing the sales price, the listing price, if that's negotiable,
right?
If that's, if your client can handle that. Don't just take it and go, y'all. You can negotiate your commissions. Yes.
And you said it earlier. I mean, you have not, because you asked not, you just don't know. I mean, it would be a shame to just accept something and then not even trying to fight for yourself, to advocate for yourself and what it is that you know that you deserve. So just I know that that's a process. I'm sure, like you said, as a early on realtor.
Yeah, we 11 years in now.
It's one thing, but as I'll say this: when you get a good coach in place as well, a good brokerage behind you, and you're able to work through some transactions, and you're able to learn and gain things from their experience, you'll gain that confidence to where it's like, okay, there's no hesitation, and at least me asking or what's going on, and like you said, asking more questions, finding out the story behind it.
Right, finding out the story behind it. So let's see.
Yeah, get us some good stuff.
Get some tips. Okay, let's see.
You got some good stuff. While she's looking for some tips, guys, make sure that you like and share. So we have a couple people online with us today. Make sure that you like and share, leave a comment, even after the show goes live. Put your information there so that we can put you into the raffle to win the satin hands that we'll be raffling off at the end of the show.
Satin hands.
I think we might have to, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the same thing that Mike does usually on the show with the spinning wheel. So we might have to come up with something else, or we might do a double raffle for next week, until I get the hang of things on that thing. So when
Professor X gone.
Yeah, and whenever he's gone, we're gonna be able to take over from here. But
Yes.
what you got, Margaret?
Okay, so scripts, knowing what to say, when to say it, how to say
Ooh,
it.
love it.
Practice those and make them your own. Put them in your own words and your own voice. When you know what to say and when to say things, it gives you some confidence.
Absolutely.
And it shows you to be the expert in the eyes of your clients and your other colleagues. You know what to say. You're not left with filler words. Let me see here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know what you're gonna say. Be bold with it. So, and that only comes by practicing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, I know that I can use some improvement
practice.
on that, but yeah, definitely practice.
So practice scripts. So agents out there, start practicing your scripts. Know what to say in different scenarios. You can get another agent to partner with you, and y'all get practice on each other. You can play a real tough seller saying, "Nah, I want this price. That's what I'm gonna get."
Mm-hmm.
And they'll have to. You just genuinely have to come up with things to combat those. What do you call them? Those.
I know what you're talking about. Give us the word, guys. Give us the word.
Those objections.
Rebuttals.
Rebuttals.
There we go.
Yeah. So you can start coming up with things to combat what they're saying because you've been practicing.
Absolutely.
So practice makes perfect. So that would help in the getting through those tough times, knowing what to say, when to say it, how to keep your clients at ease. That goes on into how to get into their mind, how to keep them focused, how to keep their minds right. Because this can be a scary process for a buyer or a seller.
Absolutely.
So we have to know how to say things to keep them on the right track, keep them in the deal.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. Well, key takeaways from today. Definitely, I think you said it. You can negotiate your commissions.
Yes.
Know your worth. Don't accept less than what it is, or just easily accept less than what it is that you're worth there. Margaret, you gave some great tips in regards to, what did you say? Know
your scripts. Know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it.
Get that thing to become second nature as you team up with maybe your
other agents.
Right.
Yes.
Find your voice to be able to do it to where it's second nature and your confidence is there so that when you do face these different types of challenges and different types of transactions, you're working with different agents each time, and each transaction is not the same. It's different. So you be prepared. That's the biggest thing that we could tell you guys. Mm-hmm. Anything else from you, Margaret?
No.
All right. We've had a great show.
Is it.
Yeah, man. Look, we wind it down with 1 minute to go, guys. This is your time. Last minute to like, share, comment, get in on this raffle that we're going to be doing next week. We're going to do a double raffle. Okay.
Hello.
Double raffle next week. Thank you for tuning in to Mastermind Through Tough Times. Today's topic was, can you negotiate your realtor commissions? And hey, I was on the fence, it's case by case, but I'm more so convinced that, in each situation, if it comes to it, negotiate your commissions for sure.
That commission. Who knows, at the end of the day, we might be getting 5 out of here.
7.
5, what you say?
Hey. 7.
And that's going to get you through some tough times.
There you go.
So, Margaret here, Mystique, a.k.a. the Master Negotiator.
Yeah, keep it real to J. Joseph, X-ray, looking right through you down to your real estate needs. You guys tune in next week, Mastermind Through Tough Times. It's been great. Mike, we hope to see you on the next one, man. If not, we're taking over.
We taking over, and we getting y'all through tough times.
See you next time. You guys take care.